Welcome back. I'm Sex Coach Lex at Sex Coach Lex on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you haven't seen part one, make sure to see that first. I'll put the link in the description. I am here in the middle of the forest outside of Portland, Oregon, so if you're hearing birds chirping and other critters crawling, that's what's going on. It's over 100 degrees today, but I am here filming because I think it can help you. So, why am I doing what I'm doing? What is it that I'm doing? Um, this all really started because I just love talking about sex. I do. And I love hearing other people's stories about sex. And if I can help them improve their sex lives, that's the cherry on top, isn't it? Now, my jam is sex and communication because I believe that communication is the bedrock for great sex. I have 3 pillars or 3 communication prerequisites that you need to have in order to have the sex that you want. And coaching has been just the greatest platform for getting that across to people. And I've helps people in all different types of situations. There was one person I helped who was just like, hey, I don't know where my G spot is. And I was like, all right, let's find it. And that was relatively quick. Um, and that might not seem like a big deal for some people, but for that person, it was a huge deal. There was another person who didn't have a hard time like finding sexual partners, but she really every time she tried to get to engage sexually, she could just never get the pleasure that she wanted. And it turned out she couldn't even tell her partners what she wanted. So I worked with her to gain the communication skills that she needed in order to tell her partners what she wanted. And now she can walk into any relationship or one night stand and know that she can get what she wants. And I had one guy who was deeply afraid of diving into the world. Well, how do I put this? He was kinky, and he was afraid his partners wouldn't accept him for that. And we worked together so that he could learn how to speak to his partners about what he wanted and how to balance, if necessary, his desires with theirs. And now he can step out into the world knowing that he has the tools that he needs to request what he wants. And there was one case, probably one of the early ones that really pushed me into doing what I do, which is this woman that I knew that she had vaginismus. Excuse me, vaginismus if you didn't hear me. And she dated mostly men, people with penises, and she wanted to be able to have penetrative sex, but she couldn't. It was just too painful. And she didn't believe she could. But I did. And I gave her the space to explore that. And, well, now she can. And she does. And she's had multiple male partners since then. And, you know, that's a part of her life that she didn't know she could have that is now hers. And that's the feeling that I really want to give over to people. That that moment where they go from I feel broken or this is just something that I don't get to have, and then all of a sudden there's just this security, this confidence, this feeling like this is mine. And that energy just flows off into all the other parts of their life. And I love seeing that. That's really what I do it for, is to hear those stories where It's like it's not even just the story, it's the feeling you see on their face. It's that smile. It's the change in the way they walk, in the way they talk. It's once you see that, I mean, I really can't go back. I got one more video for y'all, so stay tuned, and until next time.